TT Pilates. Today's video, it's our slow thigh burn. We're gonna start in this nice wide turnout. No equipment needed, just your mat or something comfy to work on. Once your toes are pointing out towards the side, feet nice and wide, you're gonna bring your hands to your hips. Just take a big breath in through the nose, big exhale through the mouth. Feel everything knit in through your center support. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Next time you inhale, you're going to take a nice deep squat, bending those knees, sinking your hips straight down for the ground. On the exhale, think about the backs of your thighs wrapping together, standing nice and tall. Move with your breath. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Imagine that you're sinking straight down and straight up. You might feel that both of your hips are different here. Try to stay as level as you can across the pelvis. Wrapping in the core, feel strong, feel supported in those abdominals. Feeling the glutes immediately start to work, really focusing on that squeeze at the top. Aiming the backs of your thighs together, that wrap, is going to help you find support for the outer part of your hip. Working the quads here, you'll notice those pretty quickly as well. Continuing with that breath, in to lower, out to lift. Really using the breath to help activate the muscles better. And then just feel the crown of your head growing taller towards the ceiling with every single repetition. We're going to do 3 more like this. After those 3, you're going to hold it down. Once you're down in that nice deep squat isometric hold, I want you to find your core support even more. Sink down an inch further, aiming for that nice burn across the quads isometric hold. You're going to lift the right heel up as if you're wearing a high heel. Feel the calf ignite. You're going to take your whole squat down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. This teeny tiny movement here, noticing the differences from one side to the other, really feeling that burn across that right quad. Feel the strength in your center. Nice, small, controlled movements. Pressing down from under that big toe to under that pinky toe on your right side. Keeping the chest nice and open. Keep breathing. We're here for 3. For 2, last one, you're going to hold it down. You're going to lower the right heel and send the left heel up. Same thing on this side. Your squat lowers 1 inch down, 1 inch up. Aiming for precision. Can you find that same exact place of movement with every single repetition? Keep your core on, keep your core active, and remember you're pressing just as much into the pinky toe as you are into that big toe. Small movements, that's where our change, that's where our tone happens. Keeping those muscle fibers on and active. We've got 3 more here. 2 more. Last one, hold it down. You're going to lift both heels. Just take an isometric hold here. Try to keep your balance, your core, your strength. You might not be lifted into your highest high heel here. That's absolutely okay. Pick a point to stare at across the room. It'll help with balance. Sink an inch lower. We're holding here for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Stand up nice and tall. Shake out those legs. Heel toe it all the way in. Already feeling that burn across those thighs? I sure am. I'm going to turn to face the side so that you can see the form here. My feet, they're about hip distance apart. They're turned parallel. Hands come back to the hips to feel nice and square. You're going to step back with your right foot. When you step back, I want you to take a peek down. Your right foot is going to want to turn out because our calves are probably really tight. Try to aim your right heel all the way down for the ground. You're going to feel a nice stretch across the back of your calf there. You're going to keep the heel really grounded, firmly pressing down, and you're going to reach your hand straight out in front of you like Frankenstein. You're going to sink into that left knee, bend a little further. Notice how as you lean forward, you feel more stretch in that right calf. There's your inhale. Exhale, you're going to find your core, and then just straighten that left leg. So inhaling to bend, exhaling to straighten. Keeping those hips square, sinking the shoulders away from the ears. Your core is just going to help you with balance in this split stance. And it's really about the stretch in that calf. So really find that, feel that, and then don't worry about your form in other places. You're going to do 2 more of these. And then on the last one, you're going to reach forward, you're going to stop. You're going to hinge your torso forward as if you're picking up a box on the ground. Notice how my spine stays long, stays straight. I'm not rounding all the way forward, but I'm keeping my chest nice and open. You'll feel a stretch across the left glute back with the thigh here. That's your inhale. Exhale, you just come back up to your starting position, hinge up. So you hinge down as you breathe in, hinge up as you breathe out. Really finding the strength in your center here. Imagining those inner thighs drawing towards one another. Really focusing on that hinge at the hips. Working on that form to find the stretch in the front glute. We're doing 2 more like this. And then 1 more like this. Bring those hands back to the hips. All your weight is going to come into that left leg, so much so that your right toe floats up away from the mat. You're reaching that right toe as long as you possibly can for the opposite side of the room. You're going to lift it up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. You feel the left side working, but you also feel a stretch in the front of your right hip. Really keeping your core on. You don't want your low back to overarch here. We're doing 3, 2, and then on the last one, you're going to hold it up. You're going to start to hinge back, flexing the right toe until you land in a nice lunge. My right heel is lifted this time in the lunge. Teeny pulses down and up, down and up. So both knees will bend a little bit. And then aim for 2 straight knees. Doesn't have to be perfect here. Teeny tiny movements. Find your core, find your support. Noticing that that thigh is working on that front side. The glute is working on that front side. Really absorbing this teeny tiny motion. We're doing 3 more. 2 more. Hold the down on your last one. That front heel. Can you pick it up coming into your highest high heel? Find that strength there. Calf. Smaller muscle, likes to shake, that's okay. Shaking is shaping. Same little pulses here. An inch down, an inch up. An inch down, an inch up. We're here for 5, for 4, for 3. Last 2, hold it on 1. Hold the down. Can you breathe here? Breathe more oxygen into that muscle. Find the shake, embrace the shake. For 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1, lower that heel, step both feet back together. We're going to do that same exact series on the other side with the left leg back. So you'll step it back and ground that left heel. Feel that nice long length through the whole back chain of your body. Reaching the hands straight out in front of you like Frankenstein. Bending into that right knee. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, find your support, come up nice and tall. Inhaling to bend. Exhaling to straighten. Maintain that strength across your core. It's just going to help you with balance. Drawing your belly button in and up through those ribs. Finding your center. Picking a point to stare at. And really embracing that stretch along the calf. So important here. Especially if we sit, drive a lot. Lean forward, hold it forward. We're taking that hinge forward. Boxes out in front of you. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Reach for it. Once you feel the stretch, you've gone far enough. Find your core support. Hinge back up nice and tall. Inhale to hinge down. Exhale to hinge up. You're driving through that front heel. Keeping that nice strength through your inner thighs to find balance. We're doing 3 more of these. Breathing through it. And then after that last one, hands are coming back to the hips. All your weight is coming into that front leg, that right leg. Your knee stays bent. So much so that the left toe lifts up and away. You're pulsing it up an inch, down an inch. Up an inch, down an inch. You're using your seat, your peach, to lift the leg. Reaching it as long as you possibly can. Squaring off the hips, feeling that nice stretch in the front of the left hip. We've got 3. We've got 2. Hold it up on 1. Start to lean back, flex that toe, find your high lunge. Pressing really hard into the ball of that left foot. I'm moving my lunge down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. These teeny tiny movements, it's going to cause you to shake. It's going to cause that thigh burn, that lower body burn. You're really going to Feel yourself working here. Your core is always engaged to support your balance. We're doing 3, 2, hold it down on your last one. You're going to lift up into your highest high heel with that right foot. Finding the strength, pressure down from the ball of the foot all the way across, big toe to pinky toe. Same thing, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. Really finding that shape, working through it, allowing yourself to really send oxygen into those muscles. Use your breath here. Breath will always help support you more. We've got 3, we've got 2. We're going to hold it down, breathe through it. I'm shaking up a storm, I'm sure you are too. You're here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Drop that heel, step those feet together, shake it out. Beautiful. We are coming down onto our knees here next. High up on those knees, nice hip extension. Notice how my knees are about that hip distance apart. You're going to bring your hands like you're saying a little prayer. Really pressing the hands into one another. It's just going to activate our upper body a little bit. You're going to sit back behind you, hinging at the hip until your hips are about 1 inch up above those heels. There's your inhale. Exhale, you're going to squeeze the glutes, drive it all the way forward, little tuck of the pelvis, imprint at the top. Inhale, find neutral, arch the low back, baby squat. Exhale, come up, little tuck of the pelvis, imprint, hip extension. So breathe through that as slow or as quick as your body wants to move today. I just want you to make sure you're keeping those hips floating off the heels, not allowing yourself to sit all the way back. Finding that control in your range of motion. Don't just let gravity take you. Resist in both directions. Inhaling to lower, exhaling to lift is just going to help you find that muscle activation a little deeper. Keep on breathing for me. You got this. Really working our form, finding it deeper here on the knees, as opposed to standing up nice and tall. We'll do 3 more of these. 2 more. Last one, hold it down. We're going 1 inch up, 1 inch down. Really got to find that thigh burn here today. Keep that belly wrapped. You don't want that core to hang out in gravity. You're working against gravity here, your body doing the moves. We've got 3, 2, 1. Hold the down. You're going to bring your hands to your hips here. Your right hand, it's going to reach up overhead. You're going to come up to that hip extension and take a side bend to the left. You squat back down, hands to hips, switching sides. Left hand up and over, reach, squat down to hips. So you're doing the same motion with your lower body. We're just adding a little side bend here with our upper body. Getting the spine moving in all directions here just helps us activate the core a little bit better. Finding that strength, finding that tone. You're working the glutes here, absolutely. And finding those quads, those thighs, giving us that nice shape, that nice tone. How about 1 more on each side? You're going to pause at center, down in that nice little squat. Hands are coming behind the nape of the neck here, elbows nice and wide. You're going to twist the heart over to the left, center to the right. Center. You're in an isometric hold with this squat. Range of motion is itty bitty, keeping the chest nice and open, wringing out the core while you're here. Strengthening across your center, growing taller through the spine. Feel more space from the ribs to the hips. 2 more on each side, just like this. After your last one on each side, come back to center, hold. 1 inch down, 1 inch up. 1 inch down, 1 inch up. Almost done with this series here. You've got 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Sink it all the way down. Roll the shoulders out of the ears. Gorgeous. We're coming down to all 4s. Hands right underneath the shoulders. Knees right underneath those hips. Tuck the toes under. Feel a nice stretch in the Achilles here. Take a second here, breathe in, breathe out, hover those knees. Breathe in, lower down, breathe out, hover. Lifting from your abdominals, finding those thighs working here. Think about that happy bunny tail, your neutral spine. Neck is nice and long. We're here for 3. We are here for 2. Last one, hold those knees hovering. We're gonna step out, out, in. So it's a full plank, out, out, in, out, out, in. Trying to maintain that nice shape of your spine. Pressing away from the mat here with that nice shoulder girdle strength. Your posture working here as well. Try to keep those knees hovering as you bring it in. We've got 3 more here. 2 more here. After that last one, knees come in, hold. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those knees down. Release the tops of those feet. Sit back, child's pose stretch. Take a couple breaths. And then when you're ready, slowly wave the spine forward. Find your all fours position. Once you're in all fours, we're going to do what's called a fire hydrant. You're going to work with the right leg first. Keep the right knee bent at that 90-degree angle. You're just going to hover it up and then lower down. Hover up, lower down. I'm trying to keep my shin as parallel to the floor as I can. Trying to keep that scoop of the core. Trying not to sink into that left hip. Feeling that side body crunch here. Opening up through the side of the seat, the glute. We've got 3 more. 2 more. Hold it up on the last one. You're going to bring the left forearm down so your hips are open. You're looking out towards the right. All you're going to do is just lengthen the right leg and then bend it in. Lengthen the right leg, bend it in. Find your core strength here. Keep that leg as elevated as you can. 3 more. 2 more. Hold the leg straight, last one. You're going to tap it down to the ground at the side and then lift it up. Tap it down, lift it up. Pull from the core here, you got this. Pull from those quads, you got this. Supporting side working for 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Bend the knee towards your elbow. Shoot the leg out back behind you instead of to the side. Knee to elbow, shoot it out. Knee to elbow, shoot it out. Side body crunch here. Really work through it. Press through that left forearm. It's assisting you. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Hold it out there. Can you lift it an inch higher? Can you hold it up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that knee down. You're going to roll over onto your side here. So my right thigh is the one that's on top. You're going to lie all the way down and come onto your back with your upper body. So my upper body is as square as it can be, and my lower body is twisted to the left, knees over to the left side. You're going to hover your right leg up to hip height here. Think like tabletop. Flex through that top foot. We're doing baby crunches, hands behind the nape of the neck. Twist. You're going to find this in the obliques. Big inhale. Exhale, crunch it up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, crunch it up. Inhale, lower down. Try to keep those elbows as wide as you can. Keeping this right leg hovering. You're going to find the seat as you're here. Flexing, driving through that right heel. Activating the back half of your body. Twisted crunches. 3 more. We're holding it up on that last one. Imagine you're trying to press a wall away with that right leg. Press, press, press. Keep the hips stacked. Bend, bend, bend. Back to hip height. Press, press, press. Bend, bend, bend. It's an exhale to press. Inhale to bend. Exhale to press. Inhale to bend. You've got 3 more here. Beautiful. 2 more here. And then 1 more here. Bring it all the way in. Rest it down. Head lowers. Gorgeous. You're just going to bring the knees up to center and then rock yourself all the way up to a seated position. You're going to come onto all fours facing in this direction. Work that same series with our left leg. First things first, it's that fire hydrant. You're going to keep that 90-degree bend in that left knee and then lift it up towards the side. Lower down with control. One side might be able to move a lot larger than the other one. Please know that that's absolutely normal and totally fine. You want to feel the lift from the side part of your seat, not from momentum. Breathing through it, exhaling on the way up. Inhaling to lower with control. Don't let gravity take you. We've got 3 more, 2 more. We hold it up on the last one. Drop that forearm down. Hips stay open. You're sending that leg, kicking it long to the side and bending it all the way in. Kick it long, bend it in. Finding length in the back half of the body here. Activates our posture. Hips working hard, peach working hard. 3 more. Breathing through it. Keeping that leg long. Tap all the way down. Lift all the way up. Tap all the way down. Lift all the way up. You're reaching from the side of your leg. Outer thigh working hard. Breathing through it. 2 more. Hold it up, last one. Bend that knee all the way in towards your elbow. Side body crunch. Shoot it out back behind you. Side body crunch. Reach it out long. Keeping the hips open here if you can. Pressing it through both of your palms here. Really lengthening across your neck. Reach, reach, reach. You've got this. Activating that posture. Last 2. Hold it out there on that last one. Reach it even higher. Side part of the seat. Hold for 4. Embrace that shake for 3. Last 2. Last one. Knees are coming in. Rolling over onto your side here. Shins parallel to the front edge of the mat. Twisted crunch. Legs in that variation of tabletop. Top leg, left leg hovering. Left foot flex, drive through that heel. Taking your crunch up and down, aiming for square upper body as much as you can. Really tuning into those obliques. That twist across your center, across your core. Exhaling as you lift. Remember your abdominal curl. It's 1 bone at a time. 3 here. Last one. Hold it up there. Press that wall away. Reach, reach, reach. Bend it in with control. Press that wall away. Bend it in. You'll really feel the back and front of the thigh activate here. You're moving through water. Feel the resistance in both directions. Can you do 2 more like this? 1 more like this. Bend it all the way in. Drop that thigh. Drop your head. We're rolling over onto our back. Once you're on your back, you're going to bring both legs into tabletop. They're hip distance apart. Both feet are flexed. Neutral spine as much as you can. You're going to press your palms into the front of your thighs. Feel the activation in your lats here. You're pulling the shoulders down the back. You're going to press the feet out 1 inch. Resist with the hands. Pull them in 1 inch. Press them out 1 inch. Pull them in 1 inch. You're using the feedback of your palms here to make the movement even more challenging. You're really feeling the abdominals as you pull the shoulders down the back, but you're also really feeling those quads, those thighs. We've got 3 more. Drive through the heel. 2 more. On the last one, pull the knees in, pause for me. You're going to reach the right leg out long. The left hand reaches long in the opposite direction behind you. Right leg, left arm go long. Bring it in, tap the thighs. Right arm, left leg long. Tap the thighs. Alternating sides here. This one's called your dead bug. I want you to move with control here. Thinking about that water pushing resistance on you in every direction. It's our last thing in the video here. We're just going to take 1 more stretch after this. Breathe through it. Trying not to let the hips rock side to side. Trying not to let the shoulders move. Breathing here. 1 more on each side. You've got this. After that last one, hug knees to chest. You're going to take that little rock and roll, rolling like a ball, up to a seated position, and then all the way up high onto your knees. Once you're high up on your knees here, hip extension, pressing into the tops of your feet. They're hip distance apart. Reach your hands out in front of you like Frankenstein. Pull the shoulders down the back. You're You're going to try to keep the spine nice and long. You're going to inhale, start to lean back. You'll feel a stretch just above the knee. Use your abdominals. Exhale, come back up nice and tall. Inhale, lean it back like the Matrix. Keep the gaze in front of you. Exhale, pull it up. Really feel that stretch across the top edge of the thigh. Pulling it up with control. Breathing through. We're almost done here. You got 3 more. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Feel the abs, the core. Last one. Come all the way up. Sit it all the way down. Great work. I know my thighs are burning. I'm sure yours are too. Hope you loved that video, and I can't wait to see you on the mat again soon.